Hello, this is Diane, Rockmead UK, and I'm sat in a cafe with Nuff from Enuff Z Nuff. How you doing?
Nice, like, beautiful cafe here. I love this little lovely city here. Nuneaton, is that what it is?
Well, it's different, isn't it? Because the gig's just over the road.
It's great, healthy over here too. I see they got good breakfast here, lunch, dinners, and then they have those special fruit drinks that I love that they have in Malibu, California by Leonardo DiCaprio's house, which is all the ginger and lemon and all the different things they put in there. They call them wellness drinks, which is very rare to see it here in the UK. I've never experienced anything healthy out here except for the rock and roll.
We are getting more healthier.
Yes, absolutely. Veggie burgers here? I never imagined that. And playing Queen's Hall tonight, one of my favorite places to play out here.
Well, you're over here again. You must like it then.
Well, I certainly do. I like playing the UK. I love the people. I love their wine, their women, their music. I'm just a big fan of everything out here. And it's always nice for any of the American bands to come over here and get a chance to witness the beautiful weather that you guys have.
The beautiful weather.
Yeah, in the old days, I'd be traveling around, be cold out, we'd be in a tour bus, and it would be a whirlwind tour. We didn't know what we were doing, where we were going. It was, totally, the inmates are running the asylum. We were confusing motion with progress. Now, we find ourselves fairly together and very focused. And we're in a little, it's like a sprinter van. Everybody's traveling together. It's not like, no big luxurious thing. All the gear in the back, and it's like the old days. Everybody's taking it real serious, and the number one focus is great shows, play the songs, and do really well, and then any
You've got nothing to prove these
activities.
days, have you? You just go out there
And that's what it is now. I think it's as we've grown up a little bit, comes discipline, and as Grandpa would say, a little discipline never hurt anybody.
Well, we saw you in Sheffield last week.
That looked like the guy right there. You can't see him, but that guy just walked out of here was the drummer from Royal Blood, it looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same big wheels on him with the baseball hat backwards. Same kind of face, smoking like a chimney. I like that band, Royal Blood. That's Dave Grohl's favorite band, he says. So
Yes,
I know
they're
on
different,
tour.
aren't they?
Yeah, well, two-piece.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, so we saw you in Sheffield last week for a big show. Did you enjoy playing at the Sleaze Festival?
Oh, those are my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Anytime you're in a room and you're playing, the O2 arenas are always good gigs, or the Academy, and you're playing a couple thousand people, that's where it's at. The rest of this tour, we won't play to as many people as we played in that first show. So, of course, it's fantastic. Get a chance to play a great rock show and then go out there. I went out and talked to the people afterwards and went over to the merch booth, which none of the other bands did that, by the way, and said hi to everybody. And I thought it was nice. You seen your camera girl. She was over there as well, hanging out, and none of the bands came out. Just I was the only one I seen that walked out there to talk to the fans, and maybe they were a little intimidated because of so many people, but I do it because I think it's important to say hello and let everybody know that I appreciate all their support. It was a great rock show. Are you kidding me?
The Sunday night was brilliant at the
I
bar.
guess some of the other bands were using their dressing room as well and caught them in promiscuous positions after the show, and they were a little embarrassed. But hey, it's all rock and roll at the end of the day. It's a fun show.
It was amazing. It was an amazing weekend. It was really amazing. So you've got Alex back on guitar. Has it taken him long to get back into the routine?
Alex King has been with the band. He was the first guitar player in Enuff Z Nuff back in when I put the band together. And then he left the group to put together Life, Sex, and Death with Stanley. And I went on and moved on with Enuff Z Nuff, of course. And we got a record deal. And then right after that, he got his record deal with Warner Brothers. And LSD went out to tour around the country with everybody, playing with whoever. And we did the same thing. We were out with Mr. Big, I think, in Badlands. We went out Badlands, J.K. Lee, Ray Gillen. And we both would cross paths periodically, and now sitting here I am 30 years later, and Alex goes, I'd love to come back and play with you. And so I'm really lucky to have him in the fall. I think he fits the group fine. I think there was unfinished business that we had. And when people see enough stuff, they go, hey man, you're the only original guy. They go, nope, there's two of us still. So I'm happy about that as well.
Quite lively on stage, isn't it?
Well, he certainly is full of piss and vinegar, and I needed that too, because I'm kind of stuck at the microphone. I got to sing these songs, and it's certainly not an easy task. It's a challenge, okay, every single night. So,
is he the same off stage? Is he just like...
I think he's a little mellower off stage, and you know, he's always a hustler. He's not lazy, that's for sure. When he's not with Enuff Z Nuff, he's producing records. He's working with different bands. He's playing. He's managing. He's doing a lot of different stuff. So, I commend him for his sensibilities and. He's a good guy. He's writing currently, after he finishes this tour, he's out with Shark Island. He's producing their record. Shark Island was a band that was out in the early days of Guns N' Roses and all that whole scene back in like the late 80s. And they're actually doing another record, which I thought was pretty nice. And I'm excited to see what Alex comes up with, because it's a pretty good record producer, actually.
The Diamond Boy album last year was a great success, wasn't it? Any plans for a follow-up?
Oh, absolutely. The reason we're still here right now is because of the Diamond Boy record. Yeah, we'll come out next year, and we'll do another record with Frontiers, which is our label.
Yeah.
They're out of Italy. They also have a company out, I think it's Nashville, Tennessee as well. So they're spreading their wings, and they got a lot of big bands on there, from Whitesnake and Sebastian Bach. I think the Warrant guys are on there, if I'm not mistaken. Journey. There's some big bands on our label. Inglorious, they're a very good band as well. There's some good groups out there making records, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And the last record, Diamond Boys, did such a good job. We were going at Live Nation tour last year with Jack Russell's Great White was really a big thing for us, and all the shows we did with Ace Frehley really helped us out a lot. Wonderful story. If I could write a book on that last tour, okay, of all the action that we had on it, and all the people that showed up every single night, playing 1,500 seat venues, doing all the House of Blues in America. People really loved that record, man. They loved that tour. And we're just going to try to follow up with another tour next year and a brand new record. I can tell you titles and titles of songs, and actually a title of the record as well, but I'm going to hang on to that for a little bit. There will be a new record. We've already recorded it, and we're just finishing touches, and then we'll spring it on everybody next year sometime.
And when is that time to write?
As soon as I get off this tour, I go right to the studio and start recording. I also run a radio station too. I'm a DJ on Dash Radio. I'm on 6 days a week on the Montserrat, and it's a big station. It's got Snoop Dogg's on there, Be Real from Cypress Hill. He's got his own show on there. Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction, Kylie Jenner from the Kardashians. Everybody's got their own shows on there. There's like 83 different shows. It's the new Sirius XM. It's called Dash Radio. You can get the app. The only difference between us and Dash Radio and Sirius XM is Dash Radio is free. DashRadio.com. Everyone check it out. I'm on from 10 to 2 every day. I do it 6 days a week, and there's a lot of cool cats on the show. And I also play the greatest hard rock and heavy metal imaginable.
What's that?
I play the greatest hard rock and heavy metal music imaginable every day. Yeah, billion streams, over 25 million listeners we have on our station. It's the biggest thing I've ever done. And that's on the side when I'm not doing Enuff Z Nuff. But every day it's always recording new songs in the studio. I'm in a recording studio. And if I'm not doing it, I'm helping other bands out. My life is music. I've dedicated my whole life, and I have for the last 40 years. I'm just making records and helping people out, and playing guitar, playing bass, singing, producing, whatever it takes to bring up the next big band that's going to be taking over the world. There's a lot of them out there. We've got the Struts, we've got Greta Van Fleet. Love Rival Sons. I love that band, Dirty Honey. There's a lot of new bands out there really kicking ass. I want them to get the recognition and their just due. I play them on my station all the time. And I just hope that the world's ready for some more rock and roll bands, because there's some really good ones out there.
We do our bit to get them out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So this is the Where Did You Go To? So what's the meaning behind that?
It's just the title of the song on the record. That's all it is. There's no deep meaning on it. We said we got to put together a tour, and I looked at the guys who toured. He said to me, well, "Where'd you go?" It's the next single. We just did a video for it, so that makes sense. And, catching the rock and roll fans. It could have a double meaning, where'd you go, where the people at?
Everyone else.
But everybody's coming out, it's packed, and people love rock and roll. It's not bad. It's stronger than it's ever been. It doesn't get us pushed all the time. It's more of an underground thing right now. That's only because that's how media is. They're scared to death. There's no MTV anymore. There's none of those stations that play this stuff, so it's a matter of us, the people, which is the voice of rock and roll, to go out there and let everybody know what's happening. And the bands, put good music out there and everything else will follow.
You've got the last great dreamers supporting you, and you must like these guys.
Well, they bring a lot to the party.
Don't hesitate there.
They come out.
Well, because you just can't shake them off, is that it?
No, they're just really good guys who, they like their drink. There's nothing about that. They love their women as well. But they have a great pop sensibilities. They're old school. They love bands like Squeeze and Lock the Hoople. And we love those bands as well. And they come out and every single night they're focused and they play good songs and the fans seem to like them. We're traveling together, we all get along well. It's a nice dichotomy. I'm very happy that we're with them and I wish them well. This is good for them too. They get a chance to play to an audience every night.
So, what's next for the band after this tour? You're back in the States?
Yeah, we'll get back and finish up our North American tour. Actually, we have dates in October with Tom Kiefer. He's got a new record out right now from Cinderella. We'll go out with him for some shows, and then in December is when we go back out and embark on another tour. We'll be out for a couple of months, and that starts on the 26th of December, right after Christmas. And we're out playing Whiskey A Go Go, and we're doing all the House of Blueses all through the West Coast. And then we go to Las Vegas and we play there, and then we work our way through Portland, Seattle, and it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. Yeah, and we'll be out until I think February 3rd, and then I'll know more about what the next big. It's a massive tour. I want to brag about it right now so bad, but I don't want to jinx anything. But wonderful opportunity for Enuff Z Nuff. We'll be out with a big band. We'll be touring around, and hopefully it'll be in conjunction with the brand new record. That's the plan. It's really hard to line everything up, but that's what our plan is to go out there and put the new record out next year and then follow it up with a major tour.
But I know you started Claire's trip and the flares and the sun tinted glasses, and I think I've asked this before, but how many pairs of glasses have you got now?
Hundreds actually, okay? Hundreds, yeah, like hundreds of hats.
You throw any away?
Yeah.
Hundreds of hats, hundreds of glasses, don't throw it away. There's a TV show called The Prophet. And one of the guys came on our show and I asked him, I go, what could I sell that I have? And he goes, your sunglasses. His name is Marcus, wonderful man. And Prophet's a big show in the United States. I don't know if it's big here in Europe or not. And I thought maybe I could sell these, but then again, I don't want everybody looking like me. So who else wants to look like me as well? So I like the glasses. I can see your face through them. You can see my eyes still. I think it's great. I love the way they feel on me. And I stand apart from every musician out there. So when I walk into a room, most people know who I am. It's good. And I gotta be honest with you, I wear sunglasses for another reason. The sun bothers my eyes. I'm very sensitive, so I've been wearing sunglasses through my whole career. I just happen to find a great pair that I feel comfortable with that I can wear well. I get all the jabs all the time from people. They go, oh, John Lennon or Elton John. And then my rap is, show me a guy with an influences, and I'll show you a guy who hasn't written one note. So there you go.
Well, thanks again for chatting to us.
Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. Thanks for supporting all the new bands that are out there. It's very important to spread the word and get everybody out there on the same page. We're showing that rock and roll is still alive and flourishing, and there's really great music to listen to. It's not just all about dance stuff. That's fine too. There's room for everybody out there as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you. Best of luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you very much.
And whatever comes next, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Peace. God bless you.